Hey, I'm Nick Byer, welcome to Pocket for Tuesday, the 23rd of August. Today on the show, Sony want all of your money and Scottish Pokemon. Ach, growleth me lassie. Aye. Alright, here's what's been making headlines, and first up, a quick update on the PS4 Slim because it looks like it's more and more of a happening thing. Happening thing? Not a happening thing. Apparently, Eurogamer managed to get their hands on one of the new look PS4s and they shared a video of the console booting up. They've since taken the video down upon taking legal advice. But as we've learned with Pokemonse, once on the internet, always on the internet. Many thought the images shared over the weekend were part of an elaborate hoax, but this Eurogamer video put a lot of those doubts to rest. We will be getting a PS4 Slim, and it will look like a trampoline for cats. The Wall Street Journal corroborated what Nick Boy postulated yesterday. I think they might follow Microsoft's lead here and announce both the Slim and the PlayStation 4.5 at the same event, but the Slim comes out next month and the 4.5 comes out next year, making everyone disappointed and confused. Which is all the validation I need to declare myself king of internet news. But it looks like Sony's spent a lot of money making these new consoles in R&D, so they've had to up the price of PlayStation Plus. Starting from the 22nd of September, PlayStation's online service will be jumping from $50 to $60 per year in North America. The price hike also affects Canadian gamers, but at the time of reporting, there's no official word on whether Australian prices will rise. It's hard to imagine they won't, but I want to believe. This is one of those annoying increases where they say it's because of changing market conditions, but we don't actually see anything for the more money we're going to pay. I guess I'm saying the king of internet news demands a halt on price hikes. Moving on, and ZeniMax have updated their allegations against Unluckey and Oculus. It's like every time I raise my finger, there's trumpets. Ooh, what are you gonna do with that, John? Back in 2014, Bethesda's parent company filed a lawsuit against Oculus VR, alleging that founder Unluckey had used stolen VR tech to create the Rift. But the only rift they created was a rift between two formerly amicable parties. And also the Oculus Rift, which doesn't look like this. Last week, ZeniMax amended their court filing to specifically call out Oculus CTO John Carmack and CEO Brendan E. Reeb, and added more specific allegations of intellectual property theft. The lawsuit now states that, quote, instead of complying with his contract during his last days at ZeniMax, Carmack copied thousands of documents from a computer at ZeniMax to a USB storage device. In addition, after Carmack's employment with ZeniMax was terminated, he returned to ZeniMax's premises to take a customized tool for developing VR technology belonging to ZeniMax that itself is part of ZeniMax's VR technology. How did he get back into the ZeniMax building after his contract termination? Who's holding the ZeniMax door open for Carmack? They're the ones who should be on trial, in my opinion. But I tell you what, if a legend like John Carmack just walked through the office now, I'd probably let him do whatever he wanted. Even Sam. ZeniMax is hoping for a trial by jury in seeking damages that will fairly and fully compensate it for defendants' infringement and misappropriation of its intellectual property. Without this relief, defendants will continue to profit unjustly. A spokesperson for Oculus contacted GameSpot about the story, suggesting that the lawsuit is one-sided. It reads, "We continue to believe this case has no merit, and we will address all of ZeniMax's allegations in court." Not in this king's court! Moving on, and Allsion Road is as undead as the poltergeist it is creating. The first-person horror game inspired by the creepy as shit playable teaser has resumed development after being cancelled back in June. I'm about this excited. The game's lead developer told IGN that he started reworking some aspects of the game and tweaked its pacing, and as he puts it, before I knew it, it sort of naturally came back to life. There's still no official release date, but I can't wait to have Pete make me play it. I may need to pull Regal Rank to get out of that one. As King Nick Boy, the first of my name, I look down on inherited status, which is why I generally despise sequels, but I gotta tell you, these ones look cool. Larian Studios has revealed that Divinity Original Sin 2 is launching into early access on the 15th of September. We, and I'm using the royal we here, we loved the first one. So much variety and choice in combat, we were pleasantly surprised. The 2013 indie Zelda-mup Oceanhorn is getting a follow-up release called Oceanhorn 2, Knights of the Lost Realm, which, unlike the top-down original, will be a third-person action RPG. slowly following the footsteps of the series it's unashamedly inspired by. And Dragon Quest XI has been announced as a Nintendo NX title. The game will launch in Japan on the 27th of May. All right, now it's time for Thing of the Day. Tricked you. Day. Pokemon are not immune to absorbing their cultural surroundings. To this effect, Scottish Charmanders appear to play the Pokemon theme on bagpipes while standing on Pokeballs. Thing of the day. Alright, that's it for today's episode of Pocket News. My Pocketeers, a reminder the good game is on tonight, 8:30 p.m. on ABC2. Hex and I look at No Man's Sky, Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and Gus has a Star Trek BC. Also, a quick reminder that the Good Game 10th Anniversary live episode is going to be taping very shortly. To win a ticket, send in a personalized birthday card to the show by the end of the week. There's details on how to do that in the description below. These fine people have done it. Kiara sent in one. This one's from Sam and Zach. And if they weren't all winners, I would rank them right now. This one's got a fold out, so we're gonna say he won. If you're looking for inspiration on how to make a fold-out birthday card, then the Pocketeers can help you. So join the Pocketeers Facebook group and Steam group. There are links for everything I just said in the description below. Today's Thing of the Day graphic was sent in by Rory McGinnity. And Rory, your Thing of the Day was so good that our intern Bernadette, the first time she saw it, she just sat there and she went, Jesus Christ. So this is now the new standard. We need to get Bernadette to swear to get Thing of the Days on the show. All right, until we next assemble my Pocketeers, Nick, bye out. And Abduction from the makers of Myst mysteriously walks its way onto PC and looks like the most Myst-ass version of Myst you could possibly make, but set in a suburban neighborhood.
How's that?
Yeah, mate, that's funny. I think we got it.